What's going on, guys? My name is Rano and welcome to the first video of 2018. I mean, if you're not counting the Edgar video, which really isn't my own video. And welcome to the first episode of Nintendo News, a new monthly show on the channel where we keep you updated on everything that's new in the world of Nintendo. I'll explain more at the end of this video, but for now, let's get started. On January 11th, there was a Nintendo Direct Mini that had some fairly minor announcements, but also some pretty big ones. Some of the things that were announced include the World Ends With You remix coming to the Switch to serve as a 10-year anniversary gift to the fans of the original. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze being ported to the Switch with Funky Kong as a new playable character, some new abilities and Kirby Star Allies, as well as new DLC for Pokken Tournament DX with Aegislash and Blastoise now being playable characters, and Dark Souls Remastered getting on the Switch. Now, while that's all cool and good, what I'm excited about is the new abilities in Kirby Star Allies. They announced brand new abilities, Artist and Spider, which look really cool, but they're also bringing a feature back that I think a lot of people enjoyed, that being friend abilities, or rather, ability combos. What I mean by that is when you're playing multiplayer, you can combine abilities with your friends to get new and creative combinations such as Icicle Lance and Zap Yo-Yo, which are Water and Ice, and Spark and Yo-Yo respectively. Some of you might remember this feature from Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, and I'm honestly pretty happy to see it coming back. I'm telling you, March 16th, gonna be a pretty good date for Kirby fans, including myself. Also in the news, Netflix still exploring the chances of a Nintendo Switch app. According to an interview with Polygon, a Netflix spokesperson said we are still exploring the opportunity with Nintendo, but don't have definitive plans to share at this time. Now, this could be pretty major for the chances of getting a Netflix app sometime this year, even though it's about a year late. I don't know, I'm feeling hopeful that we get the Netflix app sometime in the near future, hopefully with the download feature intact. If you had that, and you took your Switch on the go, let's say you went to watch your favorite show on the bus. You pull out your console, open Netflix with the downloaded show, and there you have it. Definitely hoping for that this year. Or even YouTube for that matter. I mean, you have them for the Wii U and 3DS, why not add it to the Switch as well, right? But while we're on the topic of the 3DS actually, Kirby Battle Royale was released on January 19th, and I've been wanting to play it for a while. I never managed to pick it up myself yet, but I really want to, and I recommend each of you to go pick it up as well. It looks like a really fun game, and I'm definitely interested to see how the controls work and how it plays and all that stuff. It looks really cool. Also on the 3DS, Kotaku posted an article about this Japanese game called Bakusuri Bar Hunter, which when translated means Burst of Laughter Fishing Bar Hunter. Yeah, weird name, I know. But it's not just the name that's interesting, it's this. This is actually a real attachment for the 3DS, in which you use to fish for barcodes, which then get transformed into sea creatures using AR technology, and then using the 3DS motion controls, you fish? This definitely seems interesting, and I'm wondering how it'll play out if it ever comes to the West. We'll just have to find out eventually, I don't know. Retro City Rampage has announced that Shakedown Hawaii is coming to the Switch and the 3DS. This game looks interesting, and I might have to pick it up when it comes out. That would be if I knew when it comes out. While Retro CR posted on Twitter that the game would be coming, they didn't specify when. They didn't even give a time period. Like, maybe something like, I don't know, fall 2018. That could have worked. But what can you do, I guess? There are also other titles coming to the Switch, like Scribblenauts Showdown, Night in the Woods, a new indie title, that's Cubic, and Super Meat Boy. This is going to be a great year for Nintendo. I can already feel it. Now, this one is really interesting and weird and sort of a mix of everything, honestly. Nintendo Labo was announced on the 17th of January, a cardboard attachment to the Switch that I can safely say no one expected. I know people are obviously going to complain about this $70, $80 price in the hardware, but if you think about it, it really kind of makes sense. Considering the Labo itself comes with a full game, they're $60. Then the cardboard itself is $10 to $20 depending on the size of the kit, so it really evens out. By the way, shoutouts to Original the creator in the comments of the Nintendo Labo video for pointing this out. Of course, people will say it's childish, but it seems really cool and unique. And I'm excited for when this thing comes out on April 20th. Super Mario 3D Land, The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and Ultimate NES Remix will be joining the library of Nintendo Select's games on the 3DS. This one might not be necessarily as exciting as the others, but if you're picking up a system in the 3DS family, for a member of your family, or even yourself, these classic games will be dropping in price next month. Or this month, considering it's likely February when this video is out. Anyway, moving on. If you have a 3D printer and some spare time, this one is for you. Someone created a Joy-Con phone grip that you can 3D print and stick your phone in while playing games on the Switch. Maker Nathan Becker says he made it in about an hour using Fusion 360, starting with an iPhone version. Luckily for you, it fits other phones as well. I'll display the list on screen right now, so feel free to pause if you have to. This is helpful in so many ways, like being able to pass through loading screens by watching videos on your phone, conveniently placing the grip, or even setting up a Bluetooth headset and talking to your friends while playing Splatoon 2 or another online game. Not to mention, the Joy-Con are also Bluetooth, so you can hook them up to play a game on your phone with that. You can find a link in the description below. Now, if you're a music producer, you'll probably like this one. Korg is bringing their gadget software to the Nintendo Switch, allowing you to create music with 16 synths and drum machines, as well as a multiplayer functionality. It's unknown if there will be other sets available as DLC later on down the road, such as Fruity Loops Combo Pack, or maybe even something bigger like Serum or Nexus. Of course, since this originally began as a mobile iOS DAW and being ported to the Switch, it's probably not going to be able to do that much, but it's still cool to see them putting it out there. Anyway guys, that's all the news I have for this episode. Let me explain how this series is going to work, because I imagine a lot of you are pretty confused on how this is going to work. So basically, there's going to be a monthly series on the channel that I'm going to upload on the first weekend usually of every month to recap the things that happened in the previous month. And unless I'm saying otherwise, each episode is just going to be a recap of the previous month. There might be some special episodes here and there, but I will likely announce them in the episode prior, so it's not really that much of a surprise if there is a special episode. But if there is a special episode and I haven't announced it, then it's probably for good reason. This will be a good time to say that the next episode, even though it's only the second episode, is going to be a special one to celebrate 1 year of the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be a Switch Edition episode. Not to recap everything that happened in February for the Switch, but to recap everything that happened since it was announced on October 20th, 2016. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Let's go back to when the Switch was even announced, back when there was still hype for the console, and we did not know what was coming in March. But with that being said, with that all out of the way, okay, really quick before I play the outro, I just want to point out that there was a Kirby Star Allies trailer that I missed, and apparently they're bringing back the Friends feature, where you can make enemies your friends and play as them and work alongside them, I guess, as multiplayer, but the trailer only showed single player being able to play as them, so I guess once you make them your friend, you can play as that character later on down the road as your own playable character instead of Kirby. I'm not quite sure, the trailer was only in Japanese, but we will hopefully get more coverage of that here in the West later on down the road. Coming soon, March 16th, Kirby Star Allies. I don't know what else to say here, just roll the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a like down below and leave a comment if there was anything that I got wrong or anything that I missed. Please, I would love to hear your thoughts. And go ahead, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.